What if one day you woke up to find that your own hand was trying to choke you? Or that you suddenly started speaking with an accent from a country you've never visited? What if your reflection in the mirror seemed distorted, or you were convinced that you no longer existed? These aren't scenes from a horror movie. They're real medical conditions that defy logic and challenge our understanding of the human body. Let's uncover the shocking truths behind some of the rarest and strangest disorders known to science. Imagine one of your hands suddenly turning against you, attempting to slap, punch, or even choke you. Alien hand syndrome is one of the rarest and most bizarre medical conditions on record. A well-known portrayal of this condition is seen in the 1964 dark comedy Dr. Strangelove, where the titular character's hand seems to have a mind of its own, engaging in purposeful yet unintentional actions. In real life, there are documented cases where a man's alien hand unbuttoned his shirt while the other hand tried to button it back up. Some patients have even reported waking up to find their hand trying to strangle them. Picture this: you were born and raised in New York, speaking with a distinct metropolitan American accent. Then one day, after a serious head injury during a sporting event, you wake up in the emergency room and notice something startling. Your New York accent has vanished, replaced by what sounds like a strong British English accent. This extremely rare condition, known as foreign accent syndrome, occurs when damage to the brain's speech centers alters one's accent. Documented cases have shown accent changes from Japanese to Korean, British English to French, American English to British English, and even Spanish to Hungarian. Named after Lewis Carroll's classic book in which Alice finds herself growing and shrinking, Alice in Wonderland syndrome is a brain disorder that impairs a person's perception of size. Individuals perceive body parts or external objects to be bigger or smaller than they actually are. A British man suffering from a rare brain disorder claimed his brain was dead, and that he was a zombie. He even spent time at the cemetery because he felt he would fit in. This rare condition is called walking corpse syndrome, a mental disorder in which a person believes they are missing vital body parts, have lost their soul, or are already dead. Individuals suffering from this condition might stop eating or drinking, convinced they don't need to because they believe they no longer exist. They may spend their days in cemeteries, seeking proximity to death, and often neglect their personal hygiene and physical well-being. Imagine turning to stone, not through the gaze of Medusa, but due to a rare genetic condition known as Stone Man syndrome. Is a genetic condition in which muscle and connective tissue, such as ligaments and tendons, regenerate as bone in response to damage, gradually forming a second skeleton and causing immobility. Stone Man syndrome is caused by a mutation in the ACVR1 gene, a gene that controls cell growth. It only takes the smallest injury to trigger bone growth in replacement of damaged muscle, and there is no cure for the syndrome or even any effective treatments. Surgery to remove excess bone just encourages more bone growth. We all have seen the stone-like skin disease called grayscales in Game of Thrones, which is a fictional disease, obviously. But what if I tell you there is a similar disease that turns skin into tree barks, also known as Tree Man syndrome? This rare condition causes a bark-like substance to grow on a person's skin. The growths are actually warts, resulting from a rare genetic mutation. Though around 600 cases occur each year, this unusual condition continues to leave doctors stumped. Surgery can work to temporarily remove the growths, but medical researchers have yet to find a full-blown cure. The human body is a vault of secrets, and we've just scratched the surface. If you're fascinated by the strange, the surprising, and the unknown, make sure to subscribe and join me for more astonishing facts, because the world is full of wonders just waiting to be uncovered.